days from opening day and the Detroit Red Wings loss. Oh, it's getting closer. You're listening to the old 1968 Detroit Tigers theme song. Baseball is around the corner. Go get 'em, Detroit Tigers. Go get 'em, Tigers. I love you guys, and welcome into another edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan 23. I am your host, Andrew Alfred, welcoming you into the program. The Wings were a loser yesterday, but we are 2 days away from opening day in baseball. It is going to be exciting in Tiger Town, exciting at Progressive Field, and also in Reds country. But let's start off in the NHL. The Detroit Red Wings were a loser yesterday, 3-2 to the Chicago Blackhawks in overtime. Marion hosted the game winner, his 23rd of the season. Nicholas Lidstrom, his 15th shots on goal. Chicago had 41 shots on net. Detroit had 35. Joey McDonald gets the loss, and Carl Crawford gets the win. Other scores in the NHL last night: Colorado was a loser to Anaheim 5-4. Tonight in the NHL will be Buffalo taking on Toronto. Chicago is in Boston this evening. Philadelphia is taking on Pittsburgh at 7 o'clock. That is the versus game tonight. Also, it is the last weekday game this season at home for your Columbus Blue Jackets as they take on the Florida Panthers at 7 o'clock on FSN Ohio, or on the alternative channels if you have the stations in Cleveland. Also, Minnesota is taking on St. Louis, and Dallas is taking on Phoenix. If the Jackets lose tonight, they are officially eliminated from the playoffs. At least give us one shot, guys. One shot, guys. Just one shot. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. ECHL hockey for you. The Walleyes' last game is Friday night, 7 o'clock, last home game, taking on Elmira. They still are 4 points out of the playoff hunt, and Cincinnati will be taking on Elmira. Cincinnati will be taking on Kalamazoo, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, and we'll have the scores for you when the show comes on tomorrow. We'll give you an update on that, because if the Cyclones win, it's mathematically not possible for Toledo to make the playoff run. So we'll see what happens. Now, usually I don't cover this sport, but tonight is another night. LeBron Gate 2011. The Cavs are taking on the Miami Heat at Quicken Loans Arena, 7 o'clock tip on FSN Ohio or on NBA TV. Now, the last time he was there was the first time back, and the fans treated him like crap. I expect the fans to treat him like crap again tonight, especially how they're going to make a postseason run, and the Cavs are not going anywhere. So there will be a lot of hecklers tonight, and there will be a lot of people on his case. And excuse me, my voice is going in and out once in a while. I have to come off of my soapbox sometimes, but the Cavs take on the Heat tonight. And if you're going to the game, please be respectful. Don't do anything stupid. Make a big scene, because we don't want any more of this publicity stunts anymore. No more. We found a sponsor for the MLB preview, and we found a sponsor also for the MLB preview, and that's Libby Factory Outlet, and they'll set your table right, because they always do for me. I mean, I just had my lunch, and it was on a Syracuse bowl and a Syracuse plate, and it was really delicious. And but this is baseball week. It is opening day. We're 2 days away from opening day, and tomorrow we will preview the NL and AL Central Divisions. And you think I'm going to pick the Tigers? You might be wrong. Well, you'll have to see. But tomorrow is the Central. Today we're covering the AL and NL West. I picked the Oakland Athletics to win the AL West. I think it's going to be a surprise with Dallas Braden and the couple pieces that they've added in the offseason. I think they're going to be a team to watch, especially come late July, early August, when we really start getting into more in-depth into the playoff hunt. There'll be a little bit of a struggle at the beginning of the year. I have Texas finishing second with no Cliff Lee equals no playoff. I have LA finishing third. Vernon Welsh is a great player, but there's still a lot of pieces that need to be healthy. Vlad Guerrero, the bullpen with Weaver has to be healthy too. That's a key element for them. And I also have Seattle. I have Seattle finishing last. King Felix, in my personal opinion, Felix Hernandez will be a New York Yankee by, I say, midway through the season. They'll be giving up some profit, like the Yankees will, for King Felix. In the NL West, I had a hard time choosing who I want. I'll start from the bottom. I'm picking flat out. It'll be Arizona finishing dead last. I don't see any improvement with them. San Diego is in fourth place. They'll be in the hunt early on, maybe towards the late of the season, but I doubt that. So just stay classy, San Diego. Your team is good, but right now, with the loss of Adrian Gonzalez, it's going to be a little bit difficult for them. LA will be finishing third. Joe Torre with no Joe Torre and no Manny Ramirez. You have Casey Blake, Chad Billingsley. I mean, it just depends on what happens on opening day, because you could have two different teams. You have the good LA team that's always been great, or you can have the LA team that just is terrible. I have San Francisco finishing second. The defending champions will be not defending this coming season. I think bullpen problems are going to be the problem for them, and they don't have the key pieces that they did last year. I mean, Cody Ross, Edgar Renteria, now a Cincinnati Red, still key pieces. But my pick to win the NL West, the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies on the high top of Colorado. I'm picking them to win the NL West, and I think that that club is going to be going into a long postseason run. We'll be seeing probably snow on the ground in October and November in Colorado. And that is your MLB preview presented by Libby Factory Outlet. Set your table right, and we'll put this in the envelope, and we'll open it back up at the end of the season and see if I was correct or not. Put that right over there. Okay. Our recommendation for the day: the Toledo Mud Hens opening day tickets are still available for the packages. Standing room only is still available. If you just want to go up and purchase standing room only tickets, those tickets are still available. Packages are still available. Call the Walleye or the Mud Hen office for the packaging information, 419-725-WALL, or go down to the Mud Hen office at 406 Washington Street. Tonight the Jackets take on the Florida Panthers, FSN Ohio. But the big key one for me tonight is Miami taking on the Cavs. We'll give you in-depth analysis on that. And the sponsors, like I said today, we're a Libby Factory Outlet, and they'll set your table right for you down at the Erie Street Market. And also, Dr. Zuhari and Fisher's office, 419-666-3327. Call for an appointment today. Fix this smile. It can fix yours too. And also to Toledo School for the Arts. And I come to find out that we've had some fanship of this show. There, some of the students do like to watch this show during class hours, and I enjoy that. It's, you can't beat that, and it's like my girlfriend watches the show there with her friend, and her friend is Destiny Destiny, or I call her, or what she calls her, D. And I love you both. And this guy I know, who just sent me something a couple weeks ago when we did the bracketology show. He sent me this clip of Small Ball Nation, and we'll have the link on here on this channel for you to go check this out. This is a pretty cool thing. They play backyard football. They set up lines and keep score, and they have like their own ESPY award type of show. And this is great. This is great. This is when I was growing up. We played street hockey, and I would use chalk, and I would make the lines and the face-off dots and the crease, and we would only play one-on-one hockey, so it would be kind of pointless, but at the same time, it felt like you were actually playing on a real ice surface because the surface was white, and we just did the chalk things and did the circles and put the advertisements on the ice. You know, like we did Pepsi, Dick's Sporting Goods, Glade, a whole bunch of stuff, and it was cool, and it brings me back to those times, and I love this idea. This should probably be sweeping the country sooner or later. I mean, this is like backyard, grind nose football, and hey, since we're not gonna have NFL, why don't we just use this model? But there'll be a link posted onto our website, onto this website, for more information on Small Ball Nation. And appreciate you guys watching into the show. You guys are awesome, and they're from Iowa City, Iowa, which is pretty cool. So we're worldwide basically nowadays. But that is all the time I have for you today on All Andy Alfred. I hope you have an excellent day. I love you, baby. And of course, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially to the teams behind me. And to you, the viewers. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It will be the AL and NL Central Preview and covering tonight's Jacket and Cavs game. Go Jackets, and let's go Cavs!